Hi guys, welcome back to the Evolution channel. My name is Eve and today we're back with another career focused video. I know we haven't done one in a while. It's the first one of 2017 actually, yeah. And today we're going to be talking about interview do's and don'ts. So those of you, especially in university, this is the time where you want to be looking for jobs and you want to really polish up your interview skills so that you can land that summer job or internship or full-time position. So yeah, stay tuned. So throughout this video, we're going to be showing you two sets of scenarios, what you do and what you don't do in this type of situation. And actually, my husband is going to be joining me and he's going to help me demonstrate all the scenarios. So one of the things you definitely want to do before an interview is to do your research, like thoroughly research the company and the position that you are applied for and the company that you want to work for. Because 9 times out of 10, the interviewer will ask you, so why do you want to work for XYZ company? And you have to be prepared with a really good answer, right? So you want to make it professional and you want to do as much research as you can. In fact, if you have somebody at the company already working there, that's even better because they can be your reference point. And in case the interviewer knows them too, it's a good connection to have. And this way you have a personal knowledge about the company via this person, right? And if you don't worry about it. That's why you have the internet, right? So make sure you do as much research as you can so that you can come off as really knowledgeable at the interview.
So, why do you want to work for XYZ?
Well, I heard that you guys pay like really well, like above minimum wage. And like, I really need a job and because I'm so tired of staying at home and my husband is so lazy. So I'm just trying to feed him and 5 of my kids. He's so irresponsible, and I have to go out and work now because of him. It's so annoying.
Yeah, you have a bad husband. Looks like it.
Yeah.
So, why do you want to work for XYZ?
Well, one of the main reasons is because of the company culture. So I actually have a colleague that works at XYZ, and he described to me the company culture to be really involved, really innovative and dynamic. So that was one of the things that really attracted me to the company, was the culture, because it's such an important part, an important element of any team-focused environment and team-focused company is their culture. So another thing you definitely want to keep in mind is your outfit on the day of the interview. So your outfit is the first impression you make on the interviewer. Now this is a job interview, not a fashion show, so you definitely want to keep it conservative and avoid any bright colors, okay? Like you see here, the blue and the orange is just too much. So ladies, especially when it comes to cleavage and stuff, make sure that you have something very conservative. If you're wearing a skirt, make sure it's knee length, nothing above the knee, so not too short. So keep it very calm and professional. And then for men, you guys, it's less complicated for you. So you want to have a nice shirt, clean shirt, ironed shirt, with a suit or a tie, clean shoes, make sure they're polished if they're black or brown. Maybe you don't want to go for the yellow shoe or the Timberlands, So make sure you also keep it very conservative, clean. You're there for an interview, not for a fashion show, again. And of course, we're talking about corporate jobs. So if you're an artsy person or a photographer or a model, those are different types of jobs. Obviously, use your best judgment. So based on the industry, make sure you're dressed for success or dressed for the job or the role or the industry that you're in. So make sure you've done your research or you know somebody that can advise you. But in this case, we're talking about corporate jobs, so you want to keep it very clean and professional. So another really important element of any job interview is the first impression you make on the interviewer, and that involves your handshake. So let's take a look at some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to professional handshakes. So for some reason, some people think that shaking a man's hand is different than shaking a woman's hand. And that is such a big misconception. And actually some women will take offense to that and feel like it's disrespectful when you kind of soften your hands when you're shaking a lady interviewer's hand versus a man. So here are some of the do's and don'ts for handshakes. So you definitely don't want to give like a limp handshake. It's just super weak, weird, and super awkward for the interviewer. You also don't want to just grab all of the interviewer's fingers all together. And then you also don't want to be so aggressive like you're a wrestler or something. And then you also don't want to just grab the interviewer's wrists. That's also a no-no. So you definitely want to give a nice firm handshake, 1 to 2 pumps that last 2 to 3 seconds, and make sure you smile, make eye contact, and greet the interviewer. Say it was nice to meet them.
So, what would you say is your biggest weakness?
Well, like I have a really bad shopping addiction.
Okay.
Like it's so embarrassing, but like whatever. So like I am in so much debt, like it's crazy.
How much in debt?
Like over 40,000.
And how much you wanna make in this company, preferable?
Like over 40.
Okay.
Like it's really bad, and like I like almost went bankrupt, and like I'm not good at managing money, you know, like it's just like I'm not very responsible, and like
Okay, stop.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. So what would you say is your biggest weakness?
I would say that my biggest weakness is I tend to overwork sometimes. And what I mean by that is sometimes when you're working in a team, sometimes not everybody meets their deadlines or does their work. And I always tend to pick up the slack. So if there's a deadline that needs to be met and somebody's not doing their job, I tend to do their work to make sure that we're able to deliver what's needed to the client. So I would say that's my biggest weakness.
Okay, very well.
So that was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So basically, when it comes to your weaknesses, you definitely want to turn a negative into a positive. So this is not a question about your personal addictions or private life, okay? This is more of a professional question. The employer is really trying to see that you're still someone that is still able to learn and contribute positively to the team. And that's why it's kind of a trick question sometimes, because sometimes you don't know what to say to that. So that's another component, and it's good to do your research, especially for things like that, because you don't want to be caught off guard and start talking about your shopping addiction. Alright guys, so those are your interview do's and don'ts. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up or comment below if you have any questions about maybe you guys have had some weird interview questions asked. I'd love to hear about them. And if you're not following me on social media, follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, and it's going to be listed here or up there. I'll decide later. And I want to thank Alan for joining us today. He was a good sport, very talented. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's always fun as usual, spending time with my wife on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed too. And yeah, see you next time, depending on if I get invited or not.
Bye. Oh, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Evolution. And if you haven't seen some of the videos we've done together, I think we've done like 2 so far.
Yeah.
And I have some other career videos. Go ahead and check them out.
Just do it.